What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to Late Hoops. Today's video, we're going to be talking about three teams in the Western Conference that have the most pressure to win in the playoffs this year. Some may have more pressure than others, but we are going to talk about all of them in today's video. Tomorrow is going to be the same concept, except we're going to be talking about the Eastern Conference teams that have the most pressure to make something happen this season in the playoffs. Again, we're going to get into all that in today's video, guys, but before we do, I just want to say we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're trying to upload every single day for the month of March. So if you're new here and don't want to miss out on any daily NBA content, please be sure to consider hitting that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's get started with the first team on the list, and it's probably pretty predictable, but we're going to go with the Los Angeles Clippers. Currently, the Clippers are the 5 seed, and if the season were to end today, that would mean they'd match up with the Kevin Durant, Devin Booker-led Phoenix Suns, which is a first-round nightmare, to be honest with you. The Clippers have never won a league or conference title, which means they've never won an NBA championship or went to the Western Conference Finals and won. It's been 51 years, the longest in league history. It's really, really remarkable. And this season, probably on paper, maybe before the acquisition of Westbrook, it looked better. Maybe after the acquisition of Westbrook and Bones Highland and Cody Zeller and a lot of these other pieces and Eric Gordon, you could say that their team does look better now post-trade deadline. Regardless, this is probably the best Clippers team on paper with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard that we have seen in a long time. Tyronn Lue is an amazing head coach, and there's no scapegoat Doc Rivers to blame for their losses and their whereabouts when they're performing negatively. I just think this season is a big make or break for the Clippers. The Paul George and Kawhi Leonard experiment has been going on for quite some time now, and we have given them a lot of, breaks. Some people have given them less breaks. Some people just say that they're, the clowns of Los Angeles and that this team stinks and that they're never really going to be good. I myself am a big believer in Kawhi Leonard. I mean, he's a two-time MVP, the second youngest two-time finals MVP, and the second youngest finals MVP in history, right behind Magic Johnson. I just think come playoff time, Kawhi and Paul George's games really do complement each other, and they have potential to make a deep run. Even though they sit as the 5 seed, it's still anyone's game, especially in the Western Conference. From 1 to 10, it's just absolutely wild who could make a run in this Western Conference. Not to mention you have, like I said a little bit earlier, the new acquisition of Russell Westbrook, and a lot of people want to see him win. A lot of people want to see him fail. I just think this season it says a lot for the Clippers, especially when Kawhi Leonard's contract expires in 2024, and then for Paul George in 2024 to 2025, he has a player option. So I'm not saying we may see the breakup of these two superstars. However, it could be that way. I would assume that if things go well, they'd both like to finish their careers playing together in Los Angeles, but we're just gonna have to see. That's why I have the Clippers as my first team with a ton to prove come this postseason. The second team is Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Currently, they are the 1 seed, and if the season ended today, they would match up with the Mavericks in the first round. Very interesting season the Nuggets have been having. They are 5-5 in their last 10 games, and that 4-game losing streak that they went on was the longest they have seen this entire season. It's about time that the Nuggets make a finals push. I think with Michael Porter Jr. fully being healthy and Jamal Murray, apparently being fully healthy, and Nikola Jokic cruising to his possible 3rd MVP in 3 years, no more excuses for Denver. I think they claimed the 1 seed this year. Last year they were the 6 seed. The writing is on the wall, and I don't say that meaning that if they don't win the championship that the Nuggets are going to break up. But when this MVP conversation, as much as it's been circulating the last couple weeks, a lot of people are saying, well, 4 years ago when Giannis was trying to make, or it would actually be 3 years ago, when Giannis was trying to make his case for back-to-back MVPs, most people wrote him off for that 3rd MVP and stated that Giannis is not allowed to win it because he's seen no playoff success. And that's what people are trying to say to Nikola Jokic now, but this argument is completely ridiculous because of the fact that postseason success warrants no success when speaking about regular season awards. People kind of get this confused a lot, and people just love to kind of harp on greatness, and that's just a reoccurring thing. The Denver Nuggets, I think you guys have a lot to prove this season, and I'm not saying that this is your last chance to win it with Jokic and Murray and Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon, even just such a young team from top to bottom. I just think with how much the media has been heating up, that it is only fair for me to say the Nuggets do have a lot of pressure to go out and win this championship. And the third and final team, I was actually going to say the Sacramento Kings have some pressure, but I feel like Kings fans would be happy if they got swept in the first round, and that's just the truth. You guys are super stoked to even see Sacramento basketball be a thing and just kind of, make its own mark. The third team I'm going to choose is the Golden State Warriors. You have to defend your title or at least make a swing at it. Steph Curry's turning 35. Klay Thompson with his injuries shows his non-youth, I guess I'd say. Every other night, one night he's going off and hitting 10 threes, the next night he does not look great at all. The Warriors have had such a polarizing season, as they have the worst, or one of the worst, literally the same road record as the Spurs and the Rockets. Just about. They're 7-27, and then the Spurs are 6-27 and the Rockets are 6-28. However, they are almost at the likes of the Denver Nuggets at home. The Denver Nuggets are 30-6, and the Golden State Warriors are 29-7. Just really, really remarkable how polarizing, how seesaw, if you will, their season's been. At home, they're amazing. Away, they just look mentally weak. I think this may be one of the last times we'll see Steph, Klay, and Dre compete at the highest level for a championship. I could be regretting saying that. Next season, they could get back in the saddle and do the same exact thing and be competitive. But I do think the Dubs have a lot of pressure on them this season to go out and win a championship. But what do you guys think? Which of these three teams is going to experience the most pressure to win an NBA title this season? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate your support as always. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay happy, healthy, and blessed. Peace.